very good evening, guys. How are you? How are you? Good evening, good evening, good evening. Good evening, Fundu and Fact. A couple of interesting comments are there now in the live chat section. किसी का घर बस रहा है. Okay. Good evening, Minachi Sundaram. Okay, so let us start the session. So guys, today is the 38th lecture in the crash course series of Industrial Engineering and Operations Research. And my friends, in today's lecture, I will be starting a completely new topic, that is transportation problem. Okay. So for those who don't know me, let me introduce myself. My name is Manish Mishra. I secured an All India rank of 568 in GATE 2015, and since then, my friends, I have been teaching for GATE and ESE. I have a cumulative experience of 5 years now, and I have mentored more than 10,000 students, and I was a director of a GATE institute in a city like Chandigarh also. The subjects that I primarily take are manufacturing science, industrial engineering, operations research, as well as material science. So guys, those who don't know about this, I have started a series by the name of Manufacturing 2020 on the Unacademy special classes, which is absolutely free. And in this series, basically, I am targeting the entire manufacturing in 20 days time, so that it can help you guys to fetch 20 marks in the GATE examination. This series started on 10th of December, and every day I go live from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. That is for 120 minutes every day. You can complete the entire manufacturing with me. And guys, if you want to watch this series, watch this module of Manufacturing 2020, use the code M10 to unlock your free plan. So Minachi is asking me a question, sir. Process planning, cost estimation, when will it come, sir? Minachi, it will come after transportation problem. It will come after transportation problem. Okay. Now, so friends, this is the entire schedule of Manufacturing 2020. We started on the 10th of December, and today, yes, Ashwin, you are on time, my friend. You are on time. You are on time. So guys, let me just inform you, we are delayed by one complete day now. है ना? Like on 25th of December, I should have started metrology, but I completed sheet metal working today, and tomorrow I will be starting metrology in inspection. So I'm extremely sorry for that, because the metal forming section took 3 days to complete. I was hoping that it would complete in 2 days time. So those who are attending my sessions as per this schedule, just add one more day after the metal forming 23rd of December, because metal forming stretched to 24th of December. Okay, my friends. And many of the students don't know how to watch these classes. So guys, this is my profile on the Unacademy app. You can go straight away to the special class section and can search my name, Manish Mishra, there, है ना? Or else, my friends, or else you can scan this QR code using your mobile phone camera. You will straight away be directed to my profile. Just simply follow me there. I am a verified educator on Unacademy, and I have a ranking of 95 out of 1000 plus educators in the GATE and ESE category. And guys, one more thing, when you will be going to watch the free special classes, it will provide you a prompt where it will be asking you to unlock your free plan on the Unacademy app. There, simply use the code M10 and everything will be open for you. You will be able to watch all the free sessions of all the educators out there in the GATE and ESE category. And guys, This is my Telegram group, है ना? This is the special place. This is a special place. I am telling you, my friends, if you will join this group chat, you will be benefited hugely, hugely benefited. I am literally providing every content out there for free, whether it is GATE previous year questions, whether they are my handwritten class notes, anything at all that is required for your GATE preparation. I am basically giving it for free. Okay. And one more thing, my friends, one more thing. This is not a one-way group. It's not like I will be posting the notifications of my classes or I will be posting the notes and practice content. It is a two-way group because it is a group chat on Telegram. So basically here you can put your doubts on this very group chat and I will be solving those doubts for you. You want any sort of discussion, you want any sort of guidance, I will be there for you to provide those guidance and discussions with you on this Telegram channel. You just simply have to scan this QR code using your mobile phone camera and you will be able to join this Telegram group chat. Already 125 members are there in this group. You can ask for them, you can ask them how they are feeling right now. Many of them might be even watching my classes right now and you can ask them straight away in the live section right now. They will answer. Okay. Now, let us start today's session on industrial engineering and operations research. As I said at the starting of the class, today we will start the topic transportation problem. Okay. Now. Transportation problem. What is transportation problem? So the transportation problem is a special type of linear programming problem where the objective is to minimize the cost of distributing a product from a number of sources or origins to a number of destination. ठीक है ना? So I will come back to the definition. Don't worry. But let me just explain this a bit. ठीक है? Let me just explain this a bit. Suppose there is a matrix like this. Suppose there is a matrix like this. Yes, Ashwin, I know that you have missed today's special class. Don't worry, my friend. I hope you have watched the class recorded. And Merry Christmas to all of you. Merry Christmas to all of you. Guys, now let us start the session, है ना? Without wasting any more time. Suppose, guys, there is a matrix like this. There is a matrix like this. And in this matrix, basically it is saying that there are two factories. And there are two warehouses. 1, 2. Okay. So this matrix here is representing that, let's say a company like Nestle. Nestle has two factories where they produce Maggi. Okay? These two factories are located in different parts of the country. One is located in, let's say, Maharashtra. One is located, let's say, in Karnataka. Correct? So Nestle has two factories where it produces Maggi. Now, factory 1, let's say, has a manufacturing capacity of 40 units. Whereas factory 2 has a manufacturing capacity of 60 units. Correct? Now, Nestle, what they have done, because the factories are in some remote area of the states, like in Maharashtra, the factory is located in some like Amgaon or some Gondia or some place like that, where the labor is cheap, electricity is cheap, land is cheap, resources are cheap basically. But when it comes to the sales of the product, when it comes to the sales of Maggi, then cities like Nagpur, Mumbai, they are the basic hotspots of the product consumption zones. So what Nestle have done, they have created certain godowns or warehouses in those prime locations of states, in those prime areas. So basically what Nestle is doing, they are producing Maggies inside their factories in some remote locations, and they ship that Maggie from this factory to these different warehouses. So these warehouses basically are storehouses, store places to keep this Maggie there, so that whenever a demand comes in the market from any wholesaler or from any distributor, they can straight away supply that product from the warehouse to the distributor. They should not be bringing the product from the factory whence it is demanded by the wholesaler or the distributor. So for that sake, for the sake of easiness, they have kept warehouses. Okay? So I hope you people are getting my point. I hope you people are getting my point. So now these two factories are there which have a capacity of 40 units and 60 units respectively, and there are two warehouses which have a capacity of 70 units and 30 units respectively. So if you will see, Nestle have made a provision that if they are producing 100 units, they have warehouses which have a capacity of 100 units. Warehouse 1 can keep a maximum of 70 units and warehouse 2 can keep a maximum of 30 units. Okay, now this 4312 that I have written here, this is basically the transportation cost. The transportation cost, like this 4 is basically at the intersection of factory 1 and warehouse 1. Okay, na? So it is section 1 So 4 rupees is the transportation cost behind 1 unit of Maggie if it is transported from factory 1 to warehouse 1. Similarly, 2 rupees is the transportation cost behind 1 unit of Maggie if it is transported from factory to warehouse 2. I hope you people are getting my point. So basically in this matrix, these are the supplies. These are the supplies and these are the demand, my friends. These are the demands. Why I am saying supplies and demand? Because the factories are producing, they are supply points, they are basically supplying, whereas the warehouses are the demand points. Whatever demand is generated in the market, it is basically taken by the warehouse. So warehouses are the demand points. And what is written inside here? This is the transportation cost corresponding to a given factory to a particular warehouse. Okay, na? Now the idea is that if it is the transportation cost or if it is the transportation matrix, then the objective we have is to minimize the transportation cost. The objective we have is to minimize the transportation cost. The objective is to minimize the transportation cost. So now if I will write the objective function Z, remember I have to minimize Z, because remember guys, I am minimizing the transportation cost because it is basically bear by the company itself. If the company wants to maximize the profit, then they have to minimize the transportation cost. Okay, so the objective is to minimize Z. And how will I write Z? I will write Z as 4x11 plus x12 plus 3x21 plus 2x22. So basically what I have written here, this x11 simply means how many products from factory 1 will go to warehouse 1. x12 means how many products made in factory 1 will go to warehouse 2. Similarly, x21 means how many products made in factory 2 will go to the warehouse 1, and x22 means how many products made in factory 2 will go to the warehouse 2nd. So I have added the coefficients here, and 4, 1, 3, 2. It is basically the cost. So if let's say x11 is the number of product goes from factory 1 to warehouse 1, then behind every single unit transportation cost will be 4 rupees. So I have multiplied 4 here. Similarly, I have multiplied 3 here. I hope you people are getting my point. And the entire objective is to minimize the total transportation cost. So this will give me the total transportation cost and I have to minimize it. Now remember, every objective function is subjected to some constraint. Every objective function is subjected to certain constraints. So now the constraints here will be, I will be writing that because factory 1 can produce 40 units, because factory 1 is producing 40 units, the capacity or the supply that factory 1 can provide is 40 units, then whatever product we will ship from factory 1 to warehouse 1 plus from factory 1 to warehouse 2, that means I will be writing x11 plus x12, this will be equal to 40. Because if factory 1 is producing 40, then from 1 to warehouse 1, from 1 to warehouse 2, total 40 units will be transported. Similarly, I will be writing x21 plus x22 is equal to 60. x21 plus x22 is equal to 60. Now my friends, I will be writing, please check out this, x11 plus x21 is equal to 70, and one more, x12 plus x22 is equal to 30. Now because factories are producing 100 units, factories are producing 40 plus 60 100 units, then definitely the godowns or the warehouses are also going to be full, So that means whatever product that has gone from factory 1 to warehouse 1, or whatever product that has gone from factory 2 to warehouse 1, the total warehouse 1 will have 70 units. So that I have mentioned here. Similarly, I have mentioned here x12 plus x22 is equal to 30 units. Okay. I hope you people are getting my point, right? Like if there is any doubt, just write it in the comment section. I have the comment screen right in front of me. Whatever you will ask, I will straight away answer that. Okay. So now guys, I will be writing one more constraint, that is x11 comma x12 comma x21 comma x22 all greater than equal to 0. ठीक है ना? Why I am writing this? Because either a product will be transported from factory 1 to warehouse 1 or it will not. So either there will be a value of x11 as positive or 0, but the products cannot be negative. I hope you are getting my point. That's why I'm writing all the variables are greater than equal to 0. That means they are in the first quadrant. Correct? Now check out this, my friends. Check out this. Now there are 4 variables. I have to find the value of these 4 variables. Correct? Now the thing is that I can solve this problem by the simplex method, because remember, graphical method cannot be applied here. Hai na? There are more than 2 variables, 4 variables are out here, so graphical method cannot be used. So definitely we will have to use the simplex algorithm, right? Now if you will see this question, you will find that all the constraints that are here are in equation form. They are not inequality, na? They are equation, equal to, right? So if all the constraints are equations and I have 4 variables and there are 4 equations, I have 4 variables and there are 4 equations, then I can simply solve these 4 equations and find the values of these 4 variables. I can simply solve these 4 equations and find the value of these 4 variables. The thing is, my friend, that you will not be able to do that. Because let me tell you, there are not 4 independent equations. In order to find the values of these 4 variables, you need 4 independent variables. But my friend, let me tell you, these are not 4 independent equations. One equation out of these 4 independent is a dependent equation. Let us see. Why cannot we see that? Hai? Let us see. So basically, if you check here, that x11 plus 12 is equal to 40, 21 plus 22 equal to 60. If I add all these, these 4, I will basically be getting 100. Now in this 4, this x11 plus 21, x11 plus 21 is equal to 70. So I will simply place instead of these two equal to 70. What I will get? 100 minus 70, 30. So x12 plus 22 will be equal to 30. So guys, check this out. This fourth equation was written here. This fourth equation was written here. But basically, this fourth equation is extracted from these three equations. So I do not have an independent fourth equation. It is a dependent fourth equation. So I cannot simply solve these four equations and find the value of these four variables. I will have to use the simplex method. I will have to use the simplex method. Right? Now, if I will make use of the simplex method, then what? Remember guys, I have told you that whenever there will be a greater than or equal to type constraint, whenever in any constraint it is equal to or in equation form, which variables enters inside the constraint equation? Whenever there is a greater than equal to or a equal to type constraint, which variable enters inside the constraint equation? Come on guys, write it in the comment box. It is the artificial variable, my friends. It is the artificial variable that will enter inside this constraint equation. And remember what I have told you, whenever there is an artificial variable in the problem, we will have to use the Begon-Spray method, the big M method, so that we can make arrangements to kick out this artificial variable, to eliminate this artificial variable. Because if artificial variable is present in a table, then my friends, that table does not have any significance. I hope you are getting my point. I hope you remember this from the linear programming problem chapter. If artificial variable is present inside an iteration table, then basically that iteration table does not have any significance. Kasif Sheikh is saying slack variables will be introduced. No Kasif, slack variables will not be introduced. Slack variables will not be introduced. You are making a mistake, my friend. You are making a mistake. Slack variables were introduced whenever there is an inequality constraint, whenever either there is an equal to type constraint or a less than equal to type constraint, then we introduce slack variable. But whenever there is an equal to type constraint, we will be adding artificial variable. Okay, you are asking, sorry. You will be adding artificial variable, and because there will be 4 artificial variable plus a1 plus a2 plus a3 plus a4. Now to eliminate these 4 artificial variables, I would at least need 4 iteration tables, and those 4 iteration tables, because they will contain the artificial variable, those will not have any significance, any meaning, nothing. So we would have solved 4 iterations, but we would not have obtained even a single feasible solution. I hope you people are getting my point. I hope you people are getting my point. So guys, let me tell you one thing. Although this problem can be very easily solved using the simplex method, it will take time. It will take some effort. It will take certain iterations, but we can definitely solve this problem using the simplex method. Why? Because it is a linear programming problem. Because it is a linear programming problem. But let me tell you one thing. This programming problem, this linear programming problem, my friend, is called as a transportation problem. Is called as transportation problem. It is a special type of linear programming problem which is represented in the form of matrix, and the objective here is to minimize the total transportation cost when goods are moved from one position to another position. I hope you people are getting my point. I hope you people are getting my point, right? So what was the definition? The definition was the transportation problem is a special type of linear programming problem where the objective is to minimize the cost of distributing a product from a number of sources or origins to a number of destinations. Guys, so let me just tell you that a transportation problem is basically a linear programming problem which can be very easily solved using the simplex method. And we have already done the simplex problem simplex method in the linear programming problem chapter just a couple of days back. I hope you got this. Now, transportation problem is nothing but a special type of LPP which can be very easily solved using the simplex method. But because solving this problem using the simplex method will not only consume time, it is unnecessary wasted effort also. Unnecessary wasted effort. So transportation problem can be solved by two methods. One, the simplex method, but the other method, my friend, is the transportation algorithm, which is what we are going to study inside this very chapter. This chapter is all about the transportation algorithm. We will be studying that how we can solve a transportation problem, which is nothing but a special type of linear programming problem using the transportation algorithm, which will save us time, which will save us unnecessary effort. So guys, check this out. This was your problem. Just let me give you a demonstration. This was the problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 40, 60, 40, 60, 70, 30. Correct? Just look what I am going to do, and then we will be basically discussing this in detail. So out of all these zones, like these are the factories and these are the warehouses. So out of all these routes, from factory 1 to W1, factory 1 to warehouse 2, factory 2 to warehouse 1, factory 2 to warehouse 2, the minimum transportation cost is basically at this cell. That is from factory 1 to warehouse 2. From factory 1 to warehouse 2, the transportation is the cheapest. So if I want to minimize the transportation cost, the objective is to minimize the transportation cost. I will simply be moving towards that route where the transportation cost is minimum. So basically, if it is asking the minimum and this is the demand, it is asking for 30 units, and I can supply 40 units. I hope you people are getting my point. It is asking 30, I can supply 40, then I will be giving it the entire 30 units. So this becomes 0. That means warehouse 2 is completely full. Let us close warehouse 2. And factory 1 has only 10 units remaining. Now among 3 and 4, because 2 has already been striken off. Among 3 and 4, 3 is the minimum. It is asking for 70, we can supply 60. So let us supply 60. We cannot supply more than that. So 10 units can still be given here. But factory 2 is closed. It cannot supply anymore. Now only one point is left. Asking for 10 units, we can supply 10 units. So let us give here 10 units. Correct? Kasif Sheikh asking, sir, are you discussing least cost method? Yes, Kasif, I am not discussing least cost. I am just giving you a hint that how we can solve this problem. Okay, na? We will be discussing least cost method and every other methods also, but just consider that how easy it is to solve a problem like this using the transportation algorithm. So basically at this position, I am giving 10 units for 4 rupees. Then at this position I am giving 30 units for 1 rupees. Then at this position I am giving 60 units for 3 rupees. So the total costing is 180 plus 30, that is 210 plus 40, that is 250. So this is the minimum transportation cost. This is, my friend, is the minimum transportation cost. Right? Now, If we would have solved this problem using the simplex algorithm, it would have taken us 5 iterations. I mean, I literally have solved like 10 questions in the linear programming problem chapter, which we have finished like a couple of days back. But in none of those problems, we have done 5 iterations. Maximum 3 iterations were there in one problem, but never ever 5 iterations. So just consider this, my friends, that there are only 2 rows and 2 columns in this matrix. There are only 2 rows and 2 columns in this matrix. Suppose this matrix would have been a bit bigger, like a 3 cross 3 matrix, where there were 3 factories and 4 go downs. Let us consider a 3 cross 4 matrix. 3 cross 4 matrix. 3 factories, 4 go downs. Correct? Then this problem, if we have to solve this via the simplex algorithm, it would have been so exhausting, such a time consuming problem. But transportation algorithm will help us to solve this problem immediately. Okay, now let us move on. Let us get into the transportation algorithm, and before we do that, let us first understand what are the types of transportation problem. So transportation problem are basically of 2 types: balanced and unbalanced. Okay na? So what is a balanced transportation problem? What is a balanced transportation problem? Like the problem that we have just discussed, like 1 2 3 4 60 40 70 30. So basically, if both the supplies and demands are equal, then the problem is said to be a balanced transportation problem. Simply add the total supply and demand. Remember, this is the supply and this is the demand, correct? So we add up total supply. So 60 plus 40 is 100, 60 plus 40 is 100, 70 plus 30 is also 100. So the demand is also 100, supply is also 100, and if both the demand and supply are equal, then the problem is said to be a balanced transportation problem. Now, when the supply and the demand are not equal, then it is said to be an unbalanced transportation problem. So let us check this out. Suppose this would have been the matrix. Suppose this would have been the matrix 1 2 3 4 60 40 70 50, correct? Now in this case, what you will find that the supply is 60 plus 40 100, whereas the demand is 70 plus 50 120. So here what is the case? Let me write this as case 1. Here what is the case? Demand is greater than supply. So whenever demand is greater than supply or supply is greater than demand, that means the demand and supply are not equal. The problem is said to be an unbalanced transportation problem. So this, my friend, here is an unbalanced transportation problem. Now what to do if we want to solve a transportation problem using the transportation algorithm? Then, my friends, that problem has to be balanced. Remember this thing. Only a balanced transportation problem can be solved using the transportation algorithm. So if a problem is unbalanced, demand and supply are not equal, we will have to make arrangements so that we will balance the transportation problem. And my friends, when demand is greater than supply, what we will be doing? Just check this out. When demand is greater than supply, so this, my friend, is 60 40, this is 70 50. So as you can see, there is a difference of 20 units. The demand is basically 20 units higher than the supply. So basically what we will do, we will add a dummy supply. So this, my friend, is a dummy supply. This, my friend, is a dummy supply. Okay, guys, wait 1 minute. There was one student of mine who was asking a doubt. Sorry for the interruption. Okay, so basically what I have done here, that there was a difference of 20 units, and if this 20 units would have been there in the supply, then the demand and supply would have been equal and the problem would have been balanced. But actually this was not there. Actually this was not there. I added this on my own. That's why I'm saying this is a dummy supply. Dummy means fake, correct? Dummy means fake. So I will be adding a transportation cost of 0 here. So like this, if these 20 units are going to these zones, if these 20 units are going to these warehouses, so they will not be adding up to the total transportation cost. And because I wanted to balance the problem so that I can solve this using the transportation algorithm, so I have balanced the problem also, and it is not going to affect my solution also or my transportation cost also. So remember, whenever demand is greater than supply, add a dummy supply, correct? Now, let us consider one more case. Let us consider one more case, which is case 2. So, if this would have been the case, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 60, 40, 70, 20. So, if this would have been the case, where, my friends, the supply is greater than demand. Merry Christmas, Gino Thomas. If this would have been the case where supply is greater than demand, so supply is 100, demand is 90, we would have to add a dummy demand, a fake demand of how many units? The difference, that is 10, and would have simply, in place of the transportation cost, added 0, correct? So whenever, remember, supply is greater than demand, add a dummy demand, and whether demand is greater than supply, add a dummy supply, because we cannot solve an unbalanced transportation problem using the transportation algorithm. So remember, this is the first step. This is always going to be the first step. Whenever you have a transportation problem, please check whether the problem is balanced or unbalanced. If it is balanced, no problem. We can apply the transportation algorithm. I will explain you how to apply the transportation algorithm. But if it is unbalanced, we will have to balance it. And that means there could be two cases. Either demand is greater than supply, or either supply is greater than demand. And I have shown you both the cases, that how can you balance a unbalanced transportation problem by adding a dummy demand or a dummy supply, correct? Now, this I have already told you. Now, solution procedure for transportation problem. Solution procedure for transportation problem. Okay. So number 1, step 1 in the solution procedure for transportation problem. Initial basic feasible solution of the problem is obtained. Initial basic feasible solution of the problem is obtained. Number 2, in the second stage, basic feasible solution is iterated towards the optimal solution. Guys, what is new here? What is new here? If you remember the simplex method, with the help of which we solved the linear programming problem, what we were doing back there? We were basically taking a feasible solution. Simplex method was basically checking the vertices points of the feasible region. Because remember, the optimal solution is always obtained at the vertices point of the feasible region. So simplex method was basically checking the values at the vertices point of the feasible region, and vertices point of the feasible regions means a feasible solution. Vertices points of the feasible region means a feasible solution. So step number 1, transportation is also doing the same thing. Initial basic feasible solution of the problem is obtained. Simplex was also doing the same thing. And then in simplex method, what we used to do, we used to calculate Cj minus Zj to check whether the particular feasible solution is an optimal solution or not. whether the particular feasible solution is an optimal solution or not. And if it would not have been the optimal solution, Simplex would have taken us to the second iteration, second vertex point of the feasible region. I hope you people are getting my point. Now in transportation problem also, same thing. First they are telling us to find the initial feasible solution, and then they are telling us in the second stage the basic feasible solution or the initial feasible solution is iterated towards the optimal solution. So the method is basically same. Find the feasible solution, iterate towards the optimal solution. But what is going to make the difference? What is going to make the difference is the methods for finding the initial feasible solution. What will make the difference are the methods for finding the initial feasible solution. I hope you people are getting my point. Let me just explain. My friends, my dear friends, if we would have solved this problem, using the Simplex method, 4 iterations containing artificial variable will be there, because 4 artificial variables are there. It would have taken us ages to iterate towards the 5th iteration table. So transportation algorithm will be saving all those efforts. It is basically saying that I have 5 methods with the help of which you can find the initial feasible solution. Remember, stage 1 initial feasible solution, stage 2 optimality test. So for the first stage, stage 1, transportation problem is saying that for stage 1, that is for finding the feasible solution. Remember, I am emphasizing on this word, feasible solution, not the optimal solution. Feasible solution. It has 5 methods: northwest corner method, row minima method, column minima method, least cost method, which is also known as matrix minima method, and the last is Vogel's approximation method. So now guys, I will take one question and I will literally solve that one question through all these 5 methods within 15 minutes of time. So right now you can see it is 10:01 in the clock, and my objective is not only to solve the question using the 5 feasible method. I have to explain that to you as well. And I will try to do it in 15 minutes time. Okay, so now let us take one question. So this is the question, my friends. This is the question right in front of your screen. So I have basically 3 supply points. And I have 4 demand points. What is the first step? If we want to solve a transportation problem? What is the first step? Let me just remind you, if you have forgotten, that you have to first check whether the problem is balanced or not. The first thing that you have to do is to check whether the problem is balanced or not. So now that means adding all the supply and demands. So 70 plus 30 plus 50, that is 150. 20 plus 30 plus 40 plus 60, that is 150. So demand and supply are equal. That means the problem is balanced, and now I can move on. Moving on means finding the initial feasible solution, and for that I have 5 methods: northwest corner, row minima, column minima, least cost, and Vogel approximation. So now I will be first using the northwest corner method. Northwest corner method, how to use the method, ठीक है ना? So guys, if this is north, south, east, west, then my friends, this corner here is the northwest corner. This corner here is the northwest corner. So let you guys tell me that in this matrix, which is in the front of your screen right now, which corner having which digit or number is the northwest corner? Which corner having which digit is the northwest corner? Very nice, my friends. It is 2. It is 2. 2 is the northwest element of this matrix. 2 is the northwest element of this matrix. Okay. So basically what we have to do is that in a northwest corner method, we always have to stick with the northwest element. We always have to stick with the northwest element unless and until the northwest element is completely allocated. I have used a new word here, allocated. I will explain you the meaning of this word. Don't worry, है ना? So let me just hear out. Northwest element is what you have to stuck on. So this 2 is the northwest element. 2 is demanding 20 units. We can supply 70 units. 2 is demanding 20 units. We can supply 70 units. So we have 70. We can supply 20. We have a big heart. Okay. So I will supply 20. This will become 0. This will become 50. This will be closed. Why I am closing this? Because this warehouse can only take 20 units and we have given that warehouse 20 units. I hope you people are getting my point. Correct? This factory could have given a 70. It has given already 20 units. So 50 is remained here. Correct? Now let me move on. Now the northwest element of this matrix, the remaining matrix. What is the remaining matrix? Let me just draw this and explain this to you. This is the remaining matrix. Now in this remaining matrix, this is the northwest element 4. Correct? So now I will be targeting 4. So 4 is basically asking us 30 units. 4 is basically asking us 30 units. We can supply 50 units. So we have a big heart. Let us give 30 units to 4. Let me use black color. Let us give 30 units to 4. This will become 0. This will become 20. This go down will be closed. Now again the northwest element, this much matrix is left. In this matrix 7 is the northwest element. So let us target 7 then. It is asking for 40, we can supply 20. It is asking for 40, we can supply 20. So if it is asking for 40 and we can supply only 20, then how will I get the extra 20? Shall I go out and beg? No, my friends. What I have, that I will provide. So if it is asking for 40 and I can give 20, I will give 20 only. 20 will be remained here. This will become 0. This factory will be closed because this factory cannot supply anything else. This factory will be closed because this factory cannot supply anything else. I hope you people are getting my point here. Now only this much matrix is left. In this matrix, the northwest element is 2. I hope you are getting my point. Now I will target 2. It is asking for 20. I can supply 30. Asking for 20. I can supply 30. I have a big heart. Let us give 20 units. Only 10 will be left here. This is going to close. Now out of these two, 1 and 6. 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 Which one is the northwest? Nothing is the northwest. Nothing is the northwest. There is only north and south. And remember, what was our objective? The objective was to minimize the transportation cost. Remember, my friends, transportation problem is always a minimization problem where the objective is to minimize the objective function. So if I want to minimize the objective function, Then out of 1 rupees and 6 rupees transportation cost, which I will prefer first? Definitely I will prefer 1 yaar. It is the cheaper. So 1 asking for 60, I can give 10 only. So I am not going to go outside and beg for the rest of 50. 0, 50. Only 1 is left. Asking for 50, we can give 50. Let us do that. 0, 0. Cutting, cutting. I hope you people got my point. I hope you people got my point, right? So now I will be writing x11. This is x11, right? x11. Let me write it even better. x11, correct? So now I am basically going to write x11 with respect to 2 rupees we have given 20 units. x12 with respect to 4 rupees we have given 30 units. x13 with respect to 7 rupees we have given 20 units. x23 with respect to 2 rupees we have given 20 units. x24 with respect to 1 unit I have given 1 rupees, I have given 10 units, and at last x34 with 6 rupees per head I have given 50 units. So this total adds up to 2 into 20 plus 4 into 30 plus 7 into 20 plus 2 into 20 plus 1 into 10 plus 6 into 50. So my good old calculator is showing here 650. So the transportation cost that I am getting, the total transportation cost that I am getting using the northwest corner method is 650. But remember my friends, this is not the final solution. This is a feasible solution. This is a feasible solution. Stage 1, finding the feasible solution. Finding the feasible solution. There is another stage, second step, that is to iterate it towards the optimality test. But remember my friends, currently I am going to find the feasible solution with all these 5 methods, and I have already done that using the northwest corner method. Now let me move on to the row minima method. Let me move on to the row minima method. I hope you people have understood how is the northwest corner method going to function. So now let me write row minima. Row minima method, correct? So let us take down the question once again. I am going to take the same question and I am going to solve the very same question using all the 5 methods to find the feasible solution, correct? So 2, 4, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 1, 4, 7, 6, 20, 30, 40, 60, 70, 30, 50, correct na? 70, 20, 30, 40, 60, right? So this is the problem, right? This is the problem. This is the problem. Let us solve this by the row minima method. Now as it says row minima, so basically we will be targeting rows first. We will be targeting rows first, and the idea is that we will be targeting the first row. We will be targeting the first row in the very starting, and then we will move towards the next other rows, correct? Now row minima method, consider the first row. So this is the first row. In the first row, which is the least cost, which is the least transportation cost, which is the cheapest route. So 2 is the least in this first row. So I will be targeting 2 first, correct? I will be targeting 2 first. So 2 is basically asking me for 20 units. I can supply 70. So let me just give 20 units here. So this will become 0, 50, cut. Remember, any row, any column is full, simply chop it off, correct? Now, unless and until the first row is not striked off, unless and until the first row is not striked off, we will not go into any other row. Now remember, this row is still intact. The first row is still here. Now out of 476, which is the cheapest? 4 is the cheapest. So I will target 4 now. Correct? So 4 is asking for 30. We can supply 50. So let us give 30 units. 0, 20, cut. Again, first row is remaining. First row is still here. And out of these two, which is the cheapest? 6 is the cheapest. So I will target 6. I will target 6. 6 is asking for 60. 6 is asking for 60. How much we can supply? We can supply 20. So I am not going to beg for the rest of the others. I am just going to give 20 units. 40, 0. Now my friends, the first row is chopped off. Now my friends, the first row is chopped off. I can move on to the next row. I can move on to the next row, and this is my next row. This is my next row. And in this row, which is the cheapest? 1 is the cheapest. So I will be targeting 1. I will be targeting 1. 1 is asking for 40. I can give 30. So I will give 30. I am not going to go and beg for the rest of 10. So this will be chopped off. Now, second row is completely striken off. Third row. In the third row, out of 6, 7, which is the cheapest? 6 is the cheapest. So I will target 6 first. Asking for 10, I can give 50. Let us give 10. Whatever it is asking. 40. Chop. Only one position left. 40 asking. 40 we can give. So 40 here. This will become 0. This will become 0. Cutting. Cutting. Let me write. X11. 2 into 20. X12. 4 into 30. X14. 6 into 20. Guys, if you have any doubt, feel free to ask me, right? If you have any doubt, feel free to ask me. X. What is the total? At least do this for me. Total it out so that it will save us time. So this is coming out as 650. 650. So remember, from the row minima method, we are getting the feasible solution. We are getting the feasible solution as 650. Correct? So we have done 2 methods up until now. My objective is to explain all the 5 methods to you. And guys, remember, all these 5 methods are basically doing one thing, finding the feasible solution. So you might have a question that, sir, why are you explaining us all the 5 methods if with the help of one method we can find the feasible solution? Because guys, in GATE examination, questions are asked like this, that use column minima, use VAM, use matrix minima. I hope you are getting my point. I hope you are getting my point. Now, that's why I'm explaining, correct? So check out the third method, that is the column minima method. So, column minima method. Ritikshaya Samal is saying very difficult chapter. Ritikshaya, what do you find difficult in this? What do you find difficult in this? It is extremely easy. What is so difficult about this chapter? Tell me. I will try to make it easy for you. I will try to make it easy for you, my friend. 2, 4, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 1, 4, 7, 6. Okay? Now 70, 30, 50, 20, 30, 40, 60. Right? So we have taken the same question once again. I think it is a vast subject. Minachi Sundaram is saying it is a vast subject. Guys, let me tell you one thing, है ना? You will find this very fascinating, but let me tell you one thing. The GATE syllabus for mechanical engineering is divided into four categories. Is divided into basically four categories. Correct? So category number 1 is mathematics and aptitude. Mathematics and aptitude. Category number 2 is your fluid mechanics plus thermal sciences. Then category number 3 is design and applied mechanics. And category number 4, my friends, is your manufacturing and industrial engineering. Okay? These are the four sections. These are the four sections. Now, for mathematics and aptitude, there is a total allowance of around 25 marks. And the rest of the 75 marks is divided into 3 parts. So 25 each. 25 to this category, 25 to this, and 25 to this. Okay. Now listen to me. Listen to me. For these 25 marks, you have to study fluid mechanics, fluid machinery, turbo machinery, basic thermodynamics, refrigeration, air conditioning, IC engine, heat transfer, then your basically air standard cycles, vapor power cycles, psychrometry. So 11 different subjects are there for the second part, 25 marks, thermal sciences and fluid mechanics. Then for the design and applied mechanics, that is the third section, you have to study SOM, strength of material, which like takes ages to complete, theory of machine, which takes another decade to complete, machine design, engineering mechanics. 4 subjects are there. 4 big subjects are there for the second department. Now for the third department, fourth department, that is manufacturing plus industrial. This fourth department, manufacturing plus industrial, you have to study only 3 subjects: manufacturing, industrial OR, and material science. So this 25 marks that comes from this division, है ना? I mean, this is the easiest to target. Easiest to target. The difference is that students feel that SOM is a very important subject. Thermodynamics is a very important subject. Theory of machine is very, very important in GATE. But my friends, let me tell you that manufacturing alone contributes 20 marks in the GATE examination. Around 15 to 20 marks. Let us take a range. And industrial engineering and operations research contribute in a range of 5 to 10, which is equivalent to strength of materials, my friend, or theory of machines, or the entire thermal, for which you have to study the entire year. I am basically getting 1.5 hours in every lecture, and in that 1.5 hours, I have to make the subscription pitch for 15-20 minutes. I have to invest my time in explaining you guys that who I am. I am from Unacademy, teaching you guys for absolutely free, and I waste every day around 30 minutes and all of those things. So basically I am getting exactly 1 hour on YouTube. And this, my friend, is the 37th lecture in the series. So I have taken 37 hours of class on YouTube, only 37 hours. And we are about to complete the entire industrial engineering and operations research. So guys, this subject is not at all big. This subject is not at all big. It is the easiest of the lot. Correct? I hope you people are getting my point. And now I hope with this proof you are able to understand that please do not even think about leaving this subject. Right? Now, let me just erase all this. So column minima method है ना. So guys, what we have done with row minima, what is happening here? What we have done with row minima, that we selected the first row, and unless and until the first row was completely striken off, we did not move to the next row. Same thing with column here. Same thing with column here. But here, remember, we will consider the first column. We will consider the first column. In the first column, my friends, है ना, we will be targeting. So in the first column, the least is 1. The least is 1. So it is asking for 20. We can give 50. So let us give 20 here. 0, 30, chopped off, right? Now first column is completely striken off. Let us go to the second column. This is the second column. The cheapest out of the lot is 3. So we will target 3, right? So 3 is asking for 30. 3 is asking for 30. We can give 30. So let us give 30. Very nice. 0 here, 0 here, chopped off, right? Now in the third column, this is the first time that this situation is arising. This is the first time, my friends, that this situation is arising when we are getting a tie. So there is a tie right now in between this 7 and this 7. Let me tell you, whenever there is a tie, arbitrarily means select anyone. Whenever there is a tie, select anyone. It depends on you, correct? So what I am going to do, I am going to choose this 7. Asking for 40, I can give 30. I will give 30. I am not going to beg outside for the rest of 10. So 30, 0, cancel. Now 7 is there, still asking for 30, 70. Let us give 30 here. 0, 40, chopped off. Sorry guys, I believe there is a mistake somewhere. Let me just take the problem once again. It will not take much time. Two, 4, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 1, 4, 7, 6, 20, 30, 40, 60, 70, 30, 50. So first column, this is the cheapest, asking for 20, we can give 50. So 0, 30, cancel out. Second row, this is the cheapest, asking for 30, we can give 30. So 30, 0, 0, cut. 7, 7, there is a tie. So this is asking for 40, we can give 30. So let us give 30 here. This is 0, this is 10, this is chopped off. Asking for 10, we can give 70. So let us give 10. So this becomes 0, this becomes 60, chopped off. Only one place is left. 0, 0, 60, chopped off. Correct? I hope you guys are coordinating with me. I hope you guys are able to understand this, right? So this is, my friend, x 13, 7 into 10, x 14, 6 into 60, x 22, 3 into 30, x 1, 3, 1, 1 into 20, x 3, 3, 7 into 30. So let us just total this out. So it is 7 into 10 plus 6 into 60 plus 3 into 30 plus 1 into 20 plus 7 into 30. So this is coming out as 750, right? This is coming out as 750. So through column minima, my friends, the feasible solution I have got. Remember, this is a feasible solution. Remember, this is a feasible solution, not an optimal solution. This is a feasible solution, my friends. So Z equal to 650, right? So guys, up until then we have got three different solutions: 650, 650, 750. My question to you is, out of these three solutions, which do you think is the best solution? Out of these three solutions, which do you think is the best solution? Is it 750? Is it 750? My dear friends, 750 is basically the worst solution out here. Although all the solutions are feasible solution, but 750 is the worst. Why? Because the objective is to minimize the transportation cost. The objective is to minimize the transportation cost, and 650 is way minimum than 750. 650 is minimum than 750. Correct? I hope people are getting my point. Now, let me move on to the next method. That is the least cost method. Or another name is there. Matrix Minima Method. So either you can call this method as least cost method or matrix minima method. If any of the name is used in the question, just get the idea that you have to use this method to find the feasible solution. $70, $30, $50, $20, $30, $40, $60. So guys, let us start solving using the least cost method or the matrix minima method. So as the name suggests, least cost or matrix minima, we have to go for the minimum of the entire matrix. So in this entire matrix, my friend, the minimum transportation cost is 1, which is basically at 2 positions. So remember, I have told you that whenever there will be a tie, you can go for any of the value you would like to. Okay, so I am going to select this one. So this is 20 here, this is 50. So I will give 20, this will be 0, this will be 30, this is chopped off. Now the remaining matrix, this is the remaining matrix. In the remaining matrix, what is the minimum? Again, 1 is the minimum, I will go for 1. Asking for 60, I can give 30. Asking for 60, I can give 30. Let us give 30. This is 0. Chopped off, right? Now in the remaining matrix, the minimum is 4. 4 is at 2 places. Tie there. Select anyone. No issues at all. So this 4 is asking 30. We can give 30. 30, 0, 0. Cut, cut. Now, out of the remaining, the minimum is 6. Asking for 30, we can give 70. Let us give 30, 0, 40, chopped off. Only one position is left. Asking for 40, we can give 40. So 40, 0, 0, chopped off, chopped off. What I am getting? X 13, 7 into 40. X 14, 6 into 30, X 24, 1 into 30, X 31, 1 into 20, X 32, 4 into 30. So let us just add up this. Let us just add up this 7 into 40 plus 6 into 30 plus 1 into 30 plus 1 into 20 plus 4 into 30. So the total is coming out as 630. Guys, please verify. Guys, please verify. Very nice, my dear friend Ashwin. Very nice, my dear friend Ashwin. So the feasible solution that we are obtaining using the least cost method or the matrix minima method is 630, which is the least up to this point. So we have got 650, we have got 750, and now we have obtained 630, which is the least up until this point, which is the least up until this point. Okay, now let me move on. Let me move on. Today at least I will complete the 5 methods. So the last method is the matrix minima method, sorry, the Vogel's approximation method, or popularly known as the VAM method. VAM, correct? So guys, do one thing. When you will note this down in your notebooks, leave some space on the right hand side and on the below of the matrix table. So the matrix table that we are going to draw, leave some space on the right hand side and the below of the matrix table, right? So this will be sir, please give your Telegram link. Coco ji, this is my Telegram link. ठीक है ना? And remember, this is not like the Telegram channel. This is a two-way point, right? I mean, scan this QR code using your mobile phone camera, and you will be able to join this Telegram group chat where you can basically discuss anything with me. You can ask your doubts. I will be posting all my notes, practice booklets, correct? So yes, that's it. Let me just move on to the Vogel approximation. So 2476 5321 1476 20 30 40 60 70 30 50. You just scan the QR code that I have just shown you, है ना? You will be able to join the channel. Don't worry. So this is the question, right? This is the question, Vogel approximation method. Now let us apply Vogel approximation method. So guys, before we apply Vogel approximation, let us understand one thing. ठीक है ना? Let us take a very bad example. A very bad example. Suppose guys, you felt like eating ice cream. You felt like eating ice cream. ठीक है? And you go to the ice cream store. You go to the ice cream store and you want to eat ice cream, right? Now, you have kept some money in your pocket and you went to the store to eat ice cream. So now, as you have reached the ice cream store, you saw a notification there. The ice cream store seller, the ice cream store shopkeeper has placed the notification that chocolate ice cream %50 off. First 10 customers. First 10 customers, chocolate ice cream 50%. Then vanilla ice cream 30% off. First 10 customer. And then mango ice cream 20% off. First 10 customer. My question to you guys is that if this is the situation in front of you, on chocolate there is a 50% discount, on vanilla there is a 30%, and mango there is a 20% for the first 10. If money is an issue for you, and let us just accept this fact that money is an issue for all of us, है ना, especially those college going students. Unless and until they have to impress their girlfriends, they will be shelling out every buck by thinking twice, है ना. So chocolate ice cream has 50% discount, vanilla has 30%, mango has 20%. Now all you want to eat is ice cream. All you want to eat is ice cream. My question to you is, by looking at the discount, which ice cream you will target first? Remember, only the first 10 customers will get the discount. So by looking at the discount, which ice cream you will target first? Exactly, my dear friend Ashwin, we will target the chocolate ice cream first. Because remember, the chocolate ice cream, my friend, has the highest discount. The chocolate ice cream has the highest discount. So before this 10 customers grab this chocolate ice cream and this discount vanishes off, and then if I want to eat chocolate, I will have to pay 50% more, double the price. So I hope you are getting my point, right? So whenever we have to minimize our costing, whenever we want to shell out the minimum bucks, we will always target that discount which is the most. Otherwise, if this 50% chocolate ice cream goes by, other 10 customers grab this ice cream, I will have to shell so much money, right? So what does Vogel approximation method says? Okay, na? Guys, watch this session properly. Whatever I am going to explain, or whatever I am going to explain you in this VAM method, please listen to it very, very carefully. Okay, na? Because if you guys somehow do not pay 100% attention in this, then my friend, I will have to explain this once again, and that would have been a big issue for me. Okay? So please focus. So 2476 5321 1476. So what Vogel approximation says, that select the first row, check the first row. In this first row, which is the minimum price? So 2 is the minimum. Which is just more than 2? So just more than 2 is 4. So Vogel approximation method says select the first row. In the first row, select the minimum, so that is 2. Just more than 2, that is 4, and write the difference of 4 and 2 here. So the difference of 4 and 2 is 2, right? Let me just write 2 here. Okay. Now, similarly, it says that do for the second row. So in the second row, the minimum is 1, just more than 1 is 2. Their difference is 1. In this row again, the minimum is 1, just more than 1 is 4. So their difference is 3. So I will write 3 here. Now do this for all the columns also. Do this same thing for all the columns. Take the first column. Minimum is 1, just more than 1 is 2. The difference is 1, right here. This column, minimum is 3, just more than 3 is 4. Difference 1. Now in this one, 2 and 7, difference is 5. In this one, 1 and 6, difference is 5. Right? So I hope everybody of you got this. Every one of you got this, right? Now guys, what I have written here in red color is nothing but discount. What I have written here in red color is nothing but discount. Okay? Is nothing but discount. So basically this 2 rupees is saying that if in this row, if in the first row you do not go and take this 2 rupees ice cream. Then if you have to ship your product from the first row to any of the warehouses, from the first factory to any of the warehouses, so if this 2 rupees is not taken, then after that you will have to take 4 rupees and this 2 rupee discount will be gone. So basically all these that I have written here are nothing but discount, right? So there is a 2 rupee discount in this, there is a 1 rupee, 3 rupee, and similarly there is 1 and 5 rupees discount in these sections, correct? So what we will do, remember the chocolate ice cream situation, we will go for the maximum discount. We will go for the maximum discount, and maximum discount means this 5 rupees. Okay, na? So I will go for this 5 rupees discount. Now this 5 rupees means I will have to check out this column. In this column, what is the minimum? The minimum is 1. So we will target 1 first. Okay? So targeting 1 means it is asking for 60. We can give 30. Let us give 30. 0. 30. This will be chopped off. Right? Now as the row got chopped off, the discount for this row will remain same, the discount row for this row will remain same. But because of this row getting striken off, the columns, their discounts will change. Now in this column, the discount will be 6 minus 6, 0. I hope you are getting my point, right? I hope you all are getting my point. So this is 0. Just simply strike off this. Now, if row gets chopped off, the discount of the columns get chopped off. 7 minus 7, 0. 4 minus 4, 0. 1 minus 2, 1. Out of 1, 0, 0, 0, 2, 3. The maximum discount is 3. So I will go in this column. I will go in this row, right? And in this row, the minimum is 1. So guys, just check out this thing, hai na? Vogel approximation method basically guided me to those 2 locations which were the minimum in the entire matrix. Right? So Vogel approximation method is doing some tricks. I hope you are getting my point, right? So this one is asking for 20. I can give 50. Let us give 20. This becomes 0. 30. This gets chopped off. As soon as this gets chopped off, this discounts get chopped off. New discounts 4, 6. सबसे छोटा, just बड़ा. Minimum and greater than the minimum one. Just greater than the minimum, right? Again 4, 6, 2. So discounts are now 2, 2, 0, 0, 0. The maximum discount is 2. So in this 2, this minimum is 4. Asking for 30. I can give 70. Let us give 30. 0. 40. Chopped off. Discount chopped off. 7, 6. Discount 1. 7, 6. Discount 1. I hope you people are getting my point. So the discounts are 0, 0, 1, 1. 1, 1 is the discount. So in this column, 6 is the minimum. Asking for 30, I can give 40. Let us give 30. 0, 10. Chopped off. No need to look at the discounts because only 2 positions are left. Any of the one we can allocate. So this 7 is asking for 40, we can give 30. 30, 0, 10. Chopped off. Asking for 10, we can give 10. 10, 0, 0, chopped, chopped. Let me write. So this is 4 into 30. 4 into 30 at x12, x13, 7 into 10, x14, 6 into 30, x24, 1 into 30, x31, 1 into 20, x 337 into 30, the total. Let me write the total here, otherwise most of you won't be able to say this. 630. Feasible solution. Feasible solution, my friends, feasible solution. I think we have to solve more problem on each method so that we can be clear. Minachi Sundaram, do one thing. Minachi, do one thing. Take this question. I have explained the question using all the 5 methods. Just do one thing. Without looking at my solutions, solve this very problem using these 5 methods. Everything will be sorted out. You will never ever need another revision. Take this problem, solve this by 5 methods. If you want to see my solution, only see it when you get stuck. I hope you are getting my point. This lecture will be uploaded in 15 minutes time when I will end this class. Okay? So guys, it is already 10:50 now. It is already 10:50 now. So this is going to be the end of this class. So before I go, let me just give you some important information. Unacademy is going to start a batch for GATE 2022 aspirants by the name of Evolve. And this batch is going for mechanical students. It is going to be both in English as well as in Hindi. And it is starting on the 28th of December. So those students who are targeting GATE 2022, remember the date 28th of December, this new batch is going to start. And guys, if you want to join this batch, remember to use the referral code M10. Right? All the legendary educators on the Unacademy platform are going to be in charge of this batch. And in future, many more other legendary educators, even me, can join this batch, right? So guys, remember, if you want to join this batch, use the referral code M10. Why I am saying you so, I will explain that to you. Another batch by the name of Ascent for GATE 2023 aspirants is also starting on the 28th of December. So remember, both 2023 and 2022 aspirants, 28th December is the date, right? Jitendra Gill sir, Devendra Negi sir, Aditya Gupta sir, Shri Praveen Kulkarni sir, Akash Tyagi sir and Rajiv sir, all are going to be in charge of this batch. Sir, before I go, and here to say Happy Christmas, and for you, good mind, Santa will provide you with good health and happy future. Thank you, my dear friend Ashwin. Thank you, same to you. Enjoy today's night, everyone. And remember to use the code M10. Remember to use the code M10. Now, why the plus or the iconic subscription? Why the plus or the iconic subscription? Guys, number one thing, in the plus subscription, you will be able to watch n number of live classes in English as well as in Hindi. You can join various number of batches, rank improvement batches, crash course, all at once. It's not like any other offline coaching institute. When if you are put in one batch and something goes wrong with you or wrong with your teacher, your whole year is spoiled. So no, this is not like this. Any batch, multiple batches, thousands of batches you can join, right? Then weekly test, the educators, those who will be teaching you, they will be making sure that every week you give one test. Good evening, Abhishek Pandey. Tell me, my friend, every 4th class, my friend, is going to be a doubt solving class. Every 4th class is going to be a doubt solving class. So the 4th class, 8th class, 16th class, a doubt solving class. You see, doubts are very important, right? Doubts are extremely important. If you are preparing for any competitive examination, then you might not have doubt, but others might have doubt, and through their doubts, sometimes your concepts get clear, right? I hope you are getting my point. So through the plus subscription, you get all these benefits. And remember, my friends, plus subscription or the Unacademy platform is a learning platform, whereas YouTube is an entertainment platform. There is a lot of issues with YouTube when you try to teach students something. There is not a proper live interaction with the student and the educator. Revision कैसे करें sir? Abhishek, very soon on the 29th or on the 30th, I will be making one session. ठीक है ना? I will be taking one session on YouTube where I will basically be guiding the students on how to revise the subject. And at this point, if somebody is starting to preparation, and at this point if somebody is starting their preparation, okay Abhishek, if you are asking, let me just tell you. At this point, your strategy for revising should be whatever notes you have made, completely rely on those notes, right? So go through those notes completely. Whatever numericals you have solved in your notebooks at the time of preparing those notes, go through those numericals. And once you are done with this, straight away take a GATE previous year questions. Take the 20-year unsolved paper or solved paper, whatever you have, and start solving question one by one. So suppose you have taken strength of material, completely revise the strength of material through your notes, solve each and every numerical from your notebook, and then jump into the GATE PYQs. Once you are done with that, join a good online test series or take Unacademy test series. It is one of the good ones out there. So take the test series, take the subject wise test of SOM, take and take that test very seriously. Before giving the test, make a notebook where you note down every formula in the entire strength of material, go through all the formulas, hide the notebook, give the test completely, make sure that you give 100% in the test. Listen to me, I will explain you that. Give 100% in the test. Give 100% in the test. Okay. योगेंद्र पाल सिंह इज सेइंग कि मार्केटिंग ना करो सर. योगेंद्र जी, मैं मार्केटिंग नहीं कर रहा, मैं तो बच्चों को गाइड कर रहा था. Okay, so Abhishek, focus on one thing. Focus on one thing, that you give test series, right? By giving test series, what will happen? You will realize that what mistakes you are making. Suppose you give the test of 50 questions. Then through those 50 questions, suppose you have answered correctly 30 questions. These 30 doesn't matter to me. What matters to me that why you do not able to solve the rest of the 20 questions. What mistakes you have made in the rest of the 20 questions. I hope you are getting my point. Simply target those 20 questions from the test series. Focus on those 20 questions. Analyze those 20 questions properly. Analyze your mistake. Now keep one more register. In that register, note down all the mistakes that you have made in SOM. Suppose it is a conceptual mistake. Then my friend, you have to go and open the notebook once again. You have to watch some video lectures so that those concepts that you have understood incorrectly, you must rectify those concepts. Suppose you are making that mistake. Suppose you are making a mistake like you are making a silly mistake, or you are making a mistake like you get excited and you use a wrong formula. So these type of mistakes can be very easily avoided. These kinds of mistakes can be very easily avoided, and keep a note of what mistakes you are making, and through tests like some test of SOM, some tests of thermo, some tests of HMT, keep on rectifying your mistake. This is the best way to revise, right? Now let us consider the iconic package. So iconic package, my friends, why it is beneficial? Because Unacademy is basically providing you with a personal coach. He will be planning your study sessions. There will be study booster sessions for you conducted by this very personal coach. He will be personally analyzing your test. Okay? So as I have said to Abhishek that analyzing the test is very important. So this personal coach will be analyzing your test and will be telling you what your mistakes are. And the last but not the least, Unacademy will be providing you with the preparatory study material. Correct? Now my friends, the plus package, it comes in the variety of subscriptions like for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months or 24 months. ठीक है ना. I would suggest that if you are preparing for GATE 2022, go for the 18-month subscription, and if you are preparing for GATE 2023, go for the 24-month subscription. Why 18 month I am saying for 2022? Because remember guys, after the GATE examination there are other examinations like BARC, DRDO, ISRO also, where you need time, and this 18-month subscription will satisfy that constraint for you. ठीक है. And this subscriptions are costing 38,500 and 44,000 respectively. But my friend, if you will use the referral code in this section triple M10, right, you will get 10% discount in these prices. So 38,500 and 44,000 will become 34,650 and 39,600 using this referral code triple M10, right. Similarly, the iconic package, although it is costly 5250 and 74,000 for 24 months and 12 months, but if you will use the referral code triple M10, ठीक है, you will get a discount of 45,225 and 66,600, right. So that's it for today's session, my friends. That's it for today's session. Thank you all for watching this. Please like, share and subscribe this video. I will be signing off right now, and I will be seeing you all tomorrow.